Hello, my fellow rain enjoyers, and welcome to my closet. If this is your first time joining us, the premise is simple. I, the goddess of cuteness, love, and my lovely divine guest have some questions for one another that we desperately want answers to. What those questions may be, well, we're in the dark just as much as you are. So, we'll just have to wait and find out. Today, I have joining me a very lovely conversationalist who channels the divine not only in their words, but also through their makeup. I welcome you, Nebulos, deity of conversation and language, to my closet. Hello.
Hi, thanks. It's actually Nebulos.
Oh.
It's based off the word nebulous, obviously, but I wanted it to sound a little more
You?
God-esque, deity-esque.
So Nebulos?
Yeah, and I was thinking, make it sound a little, I don't know, because Nebula is Marvel character or something, I think. And so Nebulos
Okay, Nebulos.
felt better.
My apologies for
That's okay.
saying
I
your name.
forgive you.
Yes.
I'll hold on to it forever, but I won't tell you.
Oh,
Resentment.
I love that.
I'm just kidding.
I'll do that. I do that too. So don't
No.
worry. We're twinning on that.
Yay.
I'm excited to have you on, as
Thanks.
I feel like we're pretty good chit chat friends.
I think so too. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm excited. It's fine.
That's okay.
It's just talking.
Yeah, I'm
a
also
closet.
nervous. Yeah, I'm also nervous, if that matters.
Well,
We can be nervous together.
let's just out nerve each other.
Oh,
My
It's a
palms
competition?
are sweating.
I'm
I just start
shaking.
hyperventilating.
I'm freaking out.
We'll just go back and forth.
I might need to go to the hospital because I'm scared.
I start screaming,
Oh.
walking back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
So is there, what's going on in your life, I guess? Do you want to just lead into questions, or is there anything you want to give a shout out to? Shout out to your mom?
Shout out to my mom. My mom's about to move to the Virgin Islands, which is crazy.
Damn, I didn't think you can just do that.
Well, it's a whole thing, but
How are you made, then?
sorry?
If she's going to the Virgin
Oh
Islands?
my God, so true. Well, born again, virgin,
Oh.
commit her life to Jesus or something.
I see.
Just kidding.
Funny
Just kidding.
humor.
Ha.
Hey, I'm having a fun time.
Listen, it's ironic that I'm the god of conversation and language, because I also, as I feel like I've mastered a lot of conversation, I also have not, including transitions. I can, if I'm thinking about it, like at my previous job, I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh my God, somebody I know, and we're chit-chatting, but I still have to do the work part. And so I'm like, yay, ha 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 ha. Anyways, this is your turn. I don't know how to seamlessly go
Add
into
to the next
that.
thing, yeah.
Yes.
I feel like that is conversation as a whole, though. It's like, you're great at a lot of things, but there's still so much to learn.
So true.
Conversation, transitions, I'm not great at either. I just kind of like, I need to talk about this one thing. And I don't...
You're good at conversation. At least you're good at conversation with me, I feel like.
Well,
Maybe
thank you.
it's me.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well,
I'm
you are
that. Exactly.
You
If
are the
I'm-
deity of it.
If I'm there, that's the vibe that's happening.
Yeah. If you're there, we're having a good conversation.
Exactly. And
And-
most of the time, I am. And if I'm not having a good conversation, it is definitely not my fault.
And since I'm here, we're having a cute conversation. So
Oh my God, so true.
beautiful.
So true.
We're doing it. Okay. Do you want to lead us off with a question?
Yes. Do you want a fun question, or do you want a deeper, long-winded question?
Whatever you want to lead me through.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God,
I
okay.
kind of, mine are all bounced around. I don't know why I took off my glasses because I can't see my phone.
Well, I was going to say you probably can't see anyway because it's dark, but you have a phone and I have paper.
Yeah.
Analog style.
The communicator of language needs paper.
For real. My journal. This is my journal.
And it looks cute.
I have a lot of words and language in my brain all the time, so I like
Hey.
having a physical place to put it.
Like overthinking wise, or just in general?
My brain doesn't ever turn off.
Mine neither.
And so overthinking, yeah, but also just it's crazy to me when people say they don't have an inner monologue.
Yeah, that seems insane.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm thinking in words all the time,
Yeah.
and multiple sets. I feel like I'm man, if I had somebody transcribing my brain at any given moment, it would fill books and books. And so
That's
journal,
your book.
Yeah, I put everything in here. I'm trying not to put like work stuff in here, but like, you know, all my thoughts are also poetry or song lyrics I really resonate with, or grocery lists.
I think that's cool. I've been trying to get into journaling myself because like it helps to get that noise in your mind out.
Yes.
And I think I store a little too much where I'm just like ruminating on it.
Yeah,
nonstop.
and in your brain, I feel like it's cyclical, you know? You can like think the same thing over and over and over again, but when you're forced to actually put it into complete sentences and like in terms of writing, sometimes it helps.
That kind of sounds like an autism thing. Like, you know how you do it? No, I also...
Okay, clock me.
no, I just meant more of like, because with songs, if you like hear a part of the song, you keep repeating that part of the song until you like complete the loop. So I was thinking it was along the same lines. I didn't mean to...
No, probably,
I didn't mean to out you
but no.
in the closet. I'm so sorry.
It's not even... I'm not. It's just, you know, there are patterns there. What is the saying? The kettle calling the teapot black or something.
Yeah, that sounds...
It sounds crazy, okay? But it's just like, you know, it just means... When I first heard it, I was also shook, but it literally means like, you know, if you have a kettle and a teapot, they're both the same thing. They were just saying, because they were both like the same color. It's really just calling the teapot a teapot.
Yeah.
Saying how it is, you know?
Yeah,
but
it is what it is.
The kettle is saying it. It's like, glass house, right? Casting stones at a glass house or something.
Okay.
Never mind. I'll think of a better.
I don't know what the glass house was, because that's like what? You have a fragile ego or something, and you like.
Maybe it's the call is coming from inside the house, right? Do you know that one?
No.
Oh my god.
I understand the.
There are
the
different terms of real recognizes real, I think.
Okay.
So like.
Real
you know, you're like,
perfect.
This sounds really autistic of you, and I would understand that because I'm autistic.
Yeah, calling you the kettle that is black.
Yes. Yeah. It's fine. Everything is PC. Don't even fret.
I'm just making sure I don't cancel you, that's all.
You know what? You can cancel me.
I don't want to cancel you.
It's okay.
I love you. I don't want to cancel you.
Yay! Okay, let me find a good question. I don't know which one I want to start with. Oh, okay. We'll start easy. What?
Let's go.
Hello. Okay.
Easy mode. I got this.
What colors are in your personal color palette? So like.
Oh.
What is your favorite color? But also like, what are colors that you like wearing a lot, or colors like that feel like you? You know, if you had like a list of like 6 colors, it doesn't have to be 6 colors. It can be more. But if you had a list of colors, what would they be?
That's a great question. For me, I've been working on like making more of my wardrobe into like a reflection of me. But like so far it's like kind of like a flamingo pink, or just like general pinks, not hot pink. I don't like hot pink at all. Blacks and grays. Those aren't. I don't think that's even counted as a color, is it?
It can be if that's like one of the staples. I mean, that can. Yeah, but it doesn't have to count in like your top 6.
I'll count as my top 6 because I wear a lot of black. I love black. Blacks, reds.
Reds, really?
Yeah.
Like what kind?
Like so, my favorite color is burgundy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite color.
I didn't know that.
Really?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh shoot.
I mean, I might have known that, but it's been a minute then.
That's all right.
That's really sick. That's like a really unique and cute color choice.
Thank you. What's your favorite color?
Green.
Green? That makes sense.
Well, my whole thing is.
Oh, okay.
Is it used to be purple, but then I realized that I never wore any purple really.
And so you're like fake fan.
Basically, yeah. I was like, oh, I'm not even like choosing purple all the time. I'm choosing green more often.
Green fits you.
Thank you. I agree.
You're welcome. Swamp fairy.
And oh my god. But I like every shade of green. Basically, I don't like every shade of purple, but I love every shade of green almost. And I wear it a lot. So, anyways, your color palette, burgundy has to be in there.
Burgundy, I usually will reflect burgundy in just kind of like a hoodie that I wear every day. Interesting. I was you were talking about how it doesn't purple wasn't reflecting into your stuff, and I don't really have like burgundy set clothes. I like the look of it a lot though.
I feel like because I've seen you in like a burgundy hoodie, I feel like you could work it into your color palette. Like,
yeah, I do like the color, and I wear that hoodie like every day. So, but greens are great. Like my room is very like kind of. I was trying to figure out like the words for my aesthetic to like a coworker, and I just went with like lily pads over a lake kind of.
I'm obsessed with that. I love that.
Yeah.
So like freshwater foliage vibes.
Yeah,
so like mossy and lily pads. Because I'm thinking of like reddish moss, reddish
Ooh.
moss and green moss and like the light browns that like the riverbed might have.
Like, yeah, let me show you. This is like the color scheme I'm talking about. Is like that's typically the colors I like, or like the blue.
Yeah. Oh, I saw it.
Okay, thank you. Thank God. I was like, that's just dark. So yeah, I don't know. It's like my wardrobe wise, it's mainly just like black and pink, and then I have my floral shirts, which are just like a variety of color.
Well, that makes sense. Floral, foliage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I don't know, just things that are fun.
That kind of makes sense, and more like vibrant.
Yeah.
Because that picture looks like spring. It very much looks like. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it other than spring-y.
Yeah, it's like I
Silver Mist vibes.
Yeah,
Silver Mist.
Like no.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Tinkerbell's one of Tinkerbell in the movies buddies. Silver Mist. She's beautiful.
I don't like in the movie.
Yeah, in the Tinkerbell movies.
I don't.
She's the water fairy. It's okay. I forgive you.
Oh, she's a water fairy. Is it the one with black hair?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like I know some of the characters.
Her name is Silver Mist.
Okay.
She's beautiful.
We should watch it when we hang out. How about that?
Oh my God, that'd actually be so cute.
That'd be awesome.
I'm crazy into fairies. Oh, big surprise.
Fairy,
wow.
I knew it.
Oh my God,
I knew
crazy.
it. Yeah. So
springy, green, pink, black, burgundy-ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Springy.
I'm kind of
I could see that.
Thank you.
You're also a Taurus. So
I am.
That's like in the spring, and that's Earth.
That's true.
So
I do. I really do like the earthly kind of sensation, and then vibrant. Like I love when it's like very muddled colors, and then there's just like contrast of pops of like flowers, or something bright within it.
Yeah, this makes so much sense for you.
Thank you.
Feels really on brand.
Sweet. Sometimes I have a hard time being like, man, what am I like? And so like that's why I made this. It helps me understand myself, but also to learn more about you.
Yeah, I was just having a conversation with my sister about like I was asking her. I'm trying to get to know her more as like a whole person now, not just like my sister that I've known for years and years and years. But I was asking her questions, and she was like, "I hate being short," and I said, "Oh my God, why?" She's like, "I don't know. I just don't like it." And I said, "Well, what don't you like about it? Like, what are the things that you don't like?" And she's like, "I don't know. I haven't really thought about it." And I'm like, that's so crazy to me that you've just never thought about that.
Especially if it's something you dislike about yourself.
Exactly, yeah. But I was also saying, like, maybe I'm just really into self-discovery and people who get to know themselves. But also, like, I was explaining part of why I'm a conversationalist is I realized this as I was talking to my sister is I kind of feel like getting to know somebody is like a puzzle a little bit.
Yeah.
And so it's, you ask a question and then you ask follow-up questions, or you like find it's kind of very ADHD where you find little twinkle things and like, okay, I'll grab onto that and ask more about that and go deeper and deeper about it.
Yeah, to make this whole picture of a person.
Yeah, yes.
Do you feel like you ever get that full picture? Like you finish the puzzle?
Oh, I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, like
it's
with
just
people,
like,
it just doesn't seem.
Yeah, exactly. With people in general, it's just not. You're supposed to always be. I feel like everyone's always growing and progressing, and just something I realized about myself recently, and my friend was telling me. They said, I feel like I feel like I figured everything out about myself. I learned who I was. I developed a relationship with myself. And that's it. I figured out who I was, but forgot that I'm still somebody who's growing and changing, especially being as young as we are.
Yeah, you're like 25?
Yeah, I'm 25. Yeah. And so
you're still a baby.
Exactly. So like things are going to change, and things are different. And
honestly, that is so real though, because like I feel like an old soul, and so like sometimes I forget that I'm not 50, and so it's like to get to 50, you'd have to double your age, and so you'd have to live double your lifespan.
Yeah.
And that's insane.
Yeah, that's something that makes me crazy is when people are like, oh, haha, you're getting older. Oh, I'm 30 and I'm old. I'm like, you are not even, like, what are you talking about? It makes it crazy.
I feel like 50 is pretty old.
50? Well, here's the thing. So, like, my mom is, like, 55 or something, and she just married someone who, like, actually matches her really well.
Yeah.
She's like doing this whole different section of her life. Like she's about to move to the Virgin Islands, She like is starting an entirely new chapter. And 55 is kind of old, but like but still there's still so much in front of you.
Yeah, that's true.
Or even that's when you're like settling, but still when you're settling, it's for comfort for the rest of the time. And that's at least another 10 or 15 or 20 years.
Yeah. No, so. Everyone has their own journey too, so it's like the self-discovery I don't think stops. Like you even find a lot of yourself in peace, because like usually that's kind of how it goes, is like after you go through either a traumatic event and stuff, or I don't know, you just go through pain, or you had pain in the past. When you're in a place of like where you're healing and also like you're allowed to feel those feelings, and you grow even more. And so, like, there's a lot to find in peace as well.
Yeah, I think it's like, it's kind of settling when you kick up the dust. Yeah. It gets all murky and crazy and confusing. And when things settle, it's not how it was before. So you're still finding things out because it's different now.
Yeah. I love that imagery.
My friend also said something about like murky water.
Yeah.
So that made a lot of sense. I had another point to make and I forgot, but
I'm sorry.
Fine. It's okay. I forgive you. I don't know why that's the bit currently.
What? I
forgive you.
I forgive you for my own mistake.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to hit you with one of my questions.
Yippee!
What were you like in school? And do you think if we knew each other back then, we would be friends?
I think there's a good chance we'd be friends.
You think so?
Yeah. So what part of school? Because I was a lot of different things.
Let's say the only school I really remember is like high school. So let's just say high school.
Oh. Well. Oh my God. So in high school, in 9th grade, because I guess it's technically high school, I had issues with friends all the time, but I was like emo. And me and my friend group created like where the gay kids sit in middle school. Like gay kids started sitting there after us, which is really cute. My legacy.
Yeah.
But I was emo, kind of. And then I'm so for real. I'm like, I feel like I was like emo in recovery. What was I like? I don't even know. I was really emo. I was really sad, but I didn't like look super emo because I was still going to church, and my dad I didn't have a lot of like really emo clothes and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know how to explain it.
That's fair. And it's also like it's hard to remember for me anyways, like exactly what I was like.
Cuz I'm trying to think of like how I came off. And my, like, aesthetic, like, the clothes I wore and stuff did not start properly representing who I was until I was, like, 19, probably.
Oh, that's fair.
But I was definitely really into the fact that I was gay. I really enjoyed being like, yes, I'm the gay person. I am gay.
I am the gay one.
Yeah, but with like making sure that people that would tell my dad didn't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I know I was really emo because I was listening to a bunch of like emotional shit. I did a lot of art. I really liked music. If we were friends in school, 1 bajillion% you would have a much bigger music library. Because I was also really into art. Like I drew all the time and I was writing all the time. And yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, my friend group that I was with when I was in high school wasn't really like awesome. And so it's hard to think about like how I was or like who I would have been friends with, because I was just in a situation for so long that like didn't really feel genuine to myself.
Yeah.
So,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I do think we would have been friends.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I also had like a lot of internet friends, and so.
Oh, I feel like we could have been that. I was just a gamer. I just play games all the time.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Expressing myself and like actually having a consciousness. I don't feel like I still kind of feel like that sometimes, but like I feel like 21, honestly.
Really?
Like that's when I really accepted the identity of like being more queer than I thought and stuff, and like also wanting to showcase myself through like so many different forms of media. So like when we first started being friends in general, you made fun of me for how small my how small my song library was. Yeah, but that's like doubled or I think tripled now.
How many liked songs do you have?
Well, not as much as like you do. Okay.
Well, it's okay.
I think I have like 400. Yeah, 400.
See, I don't expect something that's less than 1,000, which is crazy.
Yeah,
but it's okay. I forgive you.
Thank you. Because I was at 100 like when we were talking.
Yeah.
But also just like expressing myself in clothes and just being more me. I don't know. I just started like realizing like started putting more thought into like me as a person. A lot of like childhood was like going with the flow of things and mainly dissociating and playing games a ton.
Yeah, it makes sense. I was just gonna say like maybe a big thing for me was I was doing the best with what I had.
Yeah.
So, and I was really emo and like suicidal and all this emo shit until I was like 15 or 16, and then I was like really trying to be myself and try to heal my relationship with myself and just like get through shit and stop hating everything and stop hating myself. And so I think I dug myself out of the trenches, and then I really started like being me when I was 18. Like I remember, I think I've said it before to people, but like I was crying all the time over nothing all the time when I was 18. I think it's because I was getting out of a constant state of dissociation.
Yeah. And honestly, I feel like that's me currently, is like every time I get out of it, I started wanting to cry, and I'm like, oh, this is hard.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why.
Well, it's probably because I feel like I explain it as like feeling like a raw nerve. Like I will be really dissociated and then it comes back, or I come to at like the worst times, and everything is so overstimulating and stressful. Or everything is just so real when I'm not expecting it. You know, just like everything when you're dissociating, everything is, you wake up one day and it's, or at least for me, I wake up one day and it's just really spacey that day. And so sometimes you come to in the middle of the day and it's all really real, and
it's a lot.
Yeah.
No,
the sun is too sun this day.
No, that makes sense. Like that, it usually happens at work for me. And then like a bunch of machines are going off and things are blowing up essentially. And it's like, this is too much. I'm going to die. Like,
oh my God. Yeah.
I get overstimulated.
Yeah. When I worked at Walmart, I started doing like the night shift. And so I'd go in at 2 p.m. and you hear all the carts coming in, you hear the coin machines going, you hear the music going, you hear the intercom thing going, you hear
people going around.
It was horrifying. I hated it. I'm gonna find another question.
Yeah. Go right ahead.
Oh, okay, perfect. You said you started realizing like you were more queer than you thought. What was your first queer experience, and or what was it that like made you realize how like that you were queer, or at least like queerer than you thought? I guess like the points that got you to where you're at right now in your identity?
That's a good question. Yeah, so many good questions.
What can I say? It's almost like I'm the deity of conversation.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So when I first saw Cynthia, I thought that they were like a guy at first.
Oh my god, swag.
And back then I just really wanted to compliment their shirt, and I realized like that want was because like it was like kind of like a crush level, and I thought at the time they were a guy, so I realized like, but I didn't really explore anything of like the queer community, and like 3 years ago, like I would say to Cynthia that like that community was separate from me. Like I would want to do Pride, but I just didn't really feel a part of it.
Yeah.
But it was it Justice's birthday, I believe?
Yeah, the crow party.
Yeah, where we met for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was recently. Like our first meet-iversary was like weeks ago.
It was?
Yeah. Maybe even like within the last week. I got a Snapchat memory.
Oh.
And it was a picture of me for that party.
Hell yeah.
So.
Well, congratulations to our anniversary. I'm sorry I forgot.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Thank you. Thank God.
Anyway, so you go to the crow party.
Yeah.
So first it was, you really wanted to compliment Cynthia's shirt.
Yeah.
And you thought they were a guy.
Yeah, so it was like kind of, I realized now reflecting, I was like, oh, that was me kind of wanting to be queer a little bit.
Yeah.
Though, like, I'm not really into mask presenting things in general. I'm very attracted to like femininity, but there are some times where I'm attracted to masculinity, kind of fluid with it. So I don't really put a strict label on what I am. But anyway, going to that party, that was like the first time, like before that, going over to Jazz's, it was like I wore this tropical shirt that my brother and sister-in-law gave me, and it was like the first time I wore it. I wore it unbuttoned, which like now that's just my style. I was like pants and a tropical shirt. But it was the first time wearing kind of that, and I was like, "Ooh!" I liked how I looked. I was like, "Dang, I look good." I just dyed my hair purple, and so I went, and that was like a fun space. Like it was like a a queer space. And I was like, "Oh, this is really interesting." So I went to that party, and it just felt very like, honestly, just like Isaac's film, Butterfly Roulette, where like Sal just kind of gets swarmed and everyone's dancing and everyone feels so good and stuff. It felt like that, and like. That was when I just got out of like a really bad relationship and chose to be fully polyamorous. So like Jazz kissed me that night, and then also kissed Justice, and so that was like, also just a crazy experience. I was literally like hunched over like their oven at the time, just like breathing heavily, like holy crap, what is happening? Like life is so insane. So
existential.
Yeah.
Existential at the crow party. That's what you brought to trade. Somebody traded you existentialism.
Yeah, truly brutal thing to trade for. And it kind of just sparked there. Like I realized like I really enjoy this for myself, and here I am now. I'm very
so
gay, I guess.
How did you start like diving into your like gender expression / identity? Because you're like gender not cis, correct?
So for all right, for me, like the only reason I tell everyone like I do pronouns he/they, and in general I go by like cis man kind of stuff. But I do that because like I think it's funny. I think it's like a punchline where like I dress how I like and I can be as like flamboyant I am and stuff, and still like just redefining masculinity as is.
Yeah, okay.
And I find that fun.
Yeah.
But if like being real, I'm probably more gender fluid than anything. I just I'm not really strongly strict to one or the other, and I don't feel like I'm non-binary. Like it just kind of feels like it shifts back and forth between being like kind of female feeling and male feeling, and that's just kind of
that makes sense.
Yeah,
for you.
Thank you.
I could see that.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It can be confusing sometimes, but
trust. I understand. Yeah. I understand.
I think before I would like be so harsh on myself about it, but I realized like just relax, and that's why I like the fluid feeling. Is like be fluid and just enjoy what you enjoy.
Yeah.
And so presenting myself wise, like I started wearing that like the pink feathery coat that I have, and that was kind of more like femininity to me. And I think I am very attracted to just femininity, so I try to do that a lot for my presenting of myself. But I also enjoy
that makes sense of like being attracted to femininity and therefore like enjoying that presentation of yourself as well. That makes so much sense.
Yeah. And then I do have some masculinity like outfits and stuff too, because I enjoy that quite a lot as well.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like what my like I'm the goddess love, and I have like two forms that I shapeshift through, and like one is like the more femme presenting like pink feathery coat version of me, and then the other is like a dark fur coat, like a little bit more masculine presenting.
Okay, I can, similar to Crow Party fit. Yes. Oh my god, also crazy that both are like bird-esque.
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you like into birds?
I love birds.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh really?
My
I
god.
love birds. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I know every bird, but like I like birds as an animal. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so cute. I didn't know that.
That's why I like to dance, and like I need to spread my wings and go fly around and stuff.
that also makes sense to be like, because if I'm correct, your signs are Taurus, Gemini, Virgo, right?
I don't know.
I'm almost positive.
I trust you.
I'm almost positive.
I can try to find it.
But your moon sign being like who you are internally, like emotionally, being a Gemini, being really fluid and flowy, makes a lot of sense. You know, with birds and I love doing this. Also, is getting to know more about people that I already know, but having things like it makes sense. I didn't know that, but it's it
makes sense with your character.
Yeah.
It's like something where you like automatically like assume somehow like you know it, but like now you know it. To me,
yes, yeah.
Like I know a depth to it.
I'm experiencing that experience in life in other ways. So not with like knowing people, but like I joke and say it's my frontal lobe developing, or it's like it's re-understanding. Like specifically, it's like words and concepts. The one I keep using as an example is compassion, because like I know what that, you know, the definition of that word, like what it means, but to see it, you know, actually be practiced or not be practiced, is something that's happening in my life a lot. You know, it's like, oh, this is that thing that I've been told about. You know?
You can finally connect it.
Yeah. And I can't think of any other like not sad examples, but
if you want to share, you can share a sad example.
Oh no, it just mean like sexism, you know, or like in my previous workplace of like, oh, I see now, like this person is being treated differently actively in front of me. That's over me as a female and femme-ish presenting person. Yeah. So.
No, that does kind of suck.
Anyways, next question.
Let's go. It's my turn. All right. What is an aspect of community that you feel is forgotten to you?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
No. No, it's a good question because I just was like thinking about this recently. Is I think like people forget, I don't know the best words to put this in. Another ironic thing about this is my whole deity persona is kind of ironic, but I have so many words I'm thinking about that I don't know which ones puzzle piece together correctly.
Take your time, no worries.
I think something that people forget in community is forgiveness. A lot of people, I think like our generation in general, LOL, has is really, be accountable for things, don't take shit from anybody, be real about stuff, like hold people and yourself accountable for things. But I think the nuances of that get lost in community sometimes. Whereas yeah, you're helping people out in different ways and you're emotionally there in different ways. But people are really, I think also like being in a at least like in my experience and like within our community that we're in, like, small scale.
Yeah.
There's a lot of neurodivergent people, and having a lot of like a strong sense of justice, and learning to advocate for yourself and the things that you deserve as a person, or, your loved ones deserve. I think that gets a little bit, the forgiveness part gets a little bit lost,
Yeah.
You can have hurt feelings and be angry and even like talk about it with someone and still be angry. But there's still, people are still people. We're all still so young and learning things, and everything is changing all the time, and ignorance is going to happen regardless of what knowledge you have. And so I think there's not always enough slack cut in general.
Yeah, I completely agree. And honestly, I feel like I'm a little bit at fault of this, but it's a sense of like perfectionism.
Yeah.
Like if you are not perfect and like doing things perfect, and like you make a mistake or like get outside of the, I don't know, the social script or whatever, then you are like wrong and stuff. And like it's so harsh when it's like, you can be upset with someone. You can be upset with someone at the situation and like the things that happened. But like, yeah, you can, I don't know, talk about it.
It's a lot of black and white thinking.
Instead of the world being gray.
Yeah. And I think a big part of that too is just being young and like learning how to navigate that kind of stuff and like navigate those nuances in general.
Yeah, because it's definitely something you learn as you like grow, because you go through the situation and realize like, oh, I wish I was treated this way, or I don't want to be this way.
And also like in those instances too, it's kind of a double-edged sword, I guess, of like, people forget to forgive, but I think people also forget to hold people accountable, not in a timely manner, but like forget to acknowledge like forgiveness. Like you don't always have to, if I have a problem with you, okay, if there's some problem and I don't know it because it take a long time to process, and I don't know it for a while, and I'm like, oh, actually this thing did bother me and did hurt my feelings. If I choose to hold on to that for a long time without bringing it up, and I build resentment, and then I'm treating you differently, or if I'm not treating you differently and I just have this like
that
pit
feeling
about you, I need to learn to forgive you to myself. Does that make sense?
No, I'm so bad at that. So like that, you're speaking to the choir there. I'm terrible at that.
I just had like some friends, like two, my bite mark friends. I've had them as friends for so long. And there's been things like me and my bestie Ida lived together, and I'm sure, like, I know that there was instances that like made me really mad, and that like, that things that were hard, but I never brought them up because I either didn't think I needed to, or because I didn't want to, or something. And like she moved away for a while and that didn't work out, so she came back, and I just kind of dropped all of that tension I was feeling about it. And I could choose to like be pissed off about stuff still, but I, it's, the thing is it's compassion and it's love that like should really, in my opinion, trump that. Especially it's in, and it's kind of like where my thought originated of like, everyone's going through shit as well. You can't always be the perfect friend, and your friends can't always be the perfect friend for you. And as long as there's communication and understanding, that's forgiveness that can blossom from that.
Oh, I think that's really beautiful. I do think that is something that our community could use more of, and something I could use more of for people as well.
I think it also starts in like forgiving yourself. So like
Yeah.
perfectionism, you know, if you're holding that,
Standard.
this is an issue I have as well, is like, well, kind of. Yeah, like holding yourself to such a high standard and like, well, I would do all these things for other people. Why is no one doing that for me?
Yep.
And then if you're disappointing yourself by not meeting your own high standards that no one else has held you to, you know, so learning to hold yourself, like be softer with yourself, or hold yourself to, you know, realistic standards, or sure, you didn't meet, you know, the standard you wanted to, but that's okay. And then that reflects to other people, you know.
I do, a popular belief is like whatever you do to you, you will do to others and stuff. And so like that is something I've been trying to work on, is like, because I do hold myself to such a high standard, not even like, because I just want to be there for people, and I want to, I don't know, shoulder it, I guess, but like it's brutal, and also like it's hard to like let go and like forgive people and stuff.
Yeah.
If I'm holding myself to such a high standard, then they live this easy life where they're just kind of doing things, and it's like, it's so frustrating. That's my own fault.
I get it. That's something I'm unlearning, is to give myself such high expectations, because like I've learned over time a little bit, like it's not fair of me. I'm learning about expectations actively as of late. And I hold myself to really high expectations, and I found myself, you know, going to an event or going to something, and I'm like so stressed out, and I feel awful and terrible, and I'm showing up to these things with, you know, not my best energy. And no one's mad at me. I get there and nobody's mad at me. And I know when people are like a little bit late to my thing, or they didn't bring something or whatever.
You don't care.
Like, if that's the thing, it's like, it's not as serious, or whatever they think is big and serious, you know, isn't. You come to my, you know, I go to someone's house and like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, it's a mess, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it's literally chill. It's totally
I don't
fine.
care.
Someone comes to my house and I'm like, oh my God, this is the worst. Well, now, you know, you get it out a little. I will go obligatory apologies for the mess. And then I don't have to think about it anymore, because I'd hope that people would give me that understanding. I think it's a golden rule, like do unto others as you would do. You have to be done unto you or something.
Yeah.
My Nana taught me that from a very young age. Really, and good. That's really one of my like core values. Yeah. So I'm trying to practice that more, but with myself, you know, and it kind of helps your relationships and community, you know, of like, okay, if I'm trusting you to see me as I am, then I hope you would do the same for me.
Yeah. And honestly, when people don't, it's not a sign of you, it's something about them. Like, I don't know, my ex kind of was a lot like that, where like it was a lot of untold expectations, and when I didn't meet those expectations, I was like heavily criticized and like punished, and I think that has had an effect on me. But I do want to learn to, you know, do unto others how I do unto me. I just need to be a little bit kinder to myself.
And that's also so true, so real. So I get that. We're also in our early 20s.
So, you know, it's where do you learn this kind of stuff? Your 20s is literally,
exactly, that's when your brain is developing. That's when you learn all this shit. Now is the time to make mistakes.
I agree.
I think it's my turn. I think it's my turn.
Yeah, because I asked the community thing. It is your turn.
Yes.
So you shoot me a question.
This is a great related question. When was the first time / what was the first example when you realized you loved yourself? Or like the first thing you can think of like loving yourself.
Wow. Dang. That's a really good question.
You're the goddess of love. I know your cuteness, but love is your thing.
That's is my thing. Wow. First example of loving myself? Yeah.
Even if it's not like looking in the mirror and be like, I love you when I'm really drunk or something. Or just like choosing yourself first, or like doing something for you because, you know, it's an active choice of yourself or something like that.
I think, the first example I can think of is when I chose to be polyamorous, like the second time. I broke up with all the people I was involved with, and I did a lot more research into polyamory, but also just into relationships as a whole. And I realized like I want this for myself. Like I was choosing it for myself, and after I chose that, that's when I kind of exploded as a person. But since then, just honestly looking in the mirror when I'm dancing, that is like a lot of the moments of where I feel love for myself. Is like I just love seeing myself like dancing and feeling who I am.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
And because dancing is vulnerable for a lot of people, and so you being able to like see yourself dancing in a mirror and being like, yes,
I
that's
love
me.
dancing. Dancing is
I also love dancing. Yeah.
What about you? I'm curious on that.
Oh, I have like 2 specific instances in mind. Well, one of them, like, I started to make the choice to love myself when I was like 15. I like got all done up and I took a bunch of pictures and I was smiling with my teeth because I used to never smile with my teeth. And I posted on Facebook when I was like 15. I was like, I love myself and I'm so happy to like be alive and to be here.
No.
And it was not true, but I taught myself to love myself by lying all the time. And I had tried to kill myself. And so I was like, well, if I'm here, I better figure out a way to live.
Yeah.
If I can't kill myself, I gotta be here. I better figure out the best way to do it.
Yeah.
And
no, that's very real because like I've gone to I didn't like try to suicide attempt or anything, but like I felt so low where I felt like my existence was just pain and like there was no point to my existence because all it did was bring pain.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that's stupid. There must be something else. And so I asked to go to therapy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
But that's the first time I like made the choice to like start loving myself. But I think it was really apparent when I broke up with somebody who I was only with them for 6 months, but they emotionally abused the shit out of me, unfortunately. But I kept thinking, it was like our 6-month anniversary and all this crazy shit happened. It's ironic because I'm wearing the necklace from that night. But all this crazy shit happened. It was just so crazy, and it had been 6 months of crazy shit. And my ex-partner told me that they loved me and gave me like these presents and stuff. And I bought this necklace. I've told you this story. I bought this necklace for them because I would say, you have my whole heart. And then I bought it to give to them and say, now you literally have my whole heart.
Oh,
like this is supposed to be my heart for you.
That's cute.
Thank you. I'm poetic. What can I say?
Romantic over here.
But it went crazy. It was such a crazy time. And I was like, I cannot in good conscience like give my like representation of my heart to this person. And I, realized I needed to break up with him because I said, if this is what love is, this is not what I want. And there's no way that this is what love is. It's just love does not feel like this. And I know that I'm doing my best. And even through all that, of being told of how horrible I was after the fact, it was like, even the worst things that I had done in the worst light were not like half as bad as what they did to me. And like, you can't do this, like do all this shit to me for 6 months and then say that you love me.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to feel that for that's how I chose myself. I was not going to sit and fix anybody anymore, or like power through it in hopes for all the good things I was promised.
Some return that you've always been trying to give and get.
Yeah. So it was an act of loving myself to like, I don't deserve that. I don't deserve to just keep doing that.
Yeah, you only deserve the best. The best for the best.
Yeah.
All right. I think for after that, we're going to take a little break here. So we'll be right back. Woo! So we can just take a little break. All right. I think it's my turn to do a question, right?
Yes, I asked the love yourself.
Love one, yes.
Live yourself.
I love yourself. Okay. How did you find your aesthetic? And is there something you want to try adding to it?
Oh my god, that's such a really good question.
Thank you.
How did I find my aesthetic? I was emo. In 7th grade I really wanted to be cool and popular.
Were you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Hell no.
All right.
Not at all.
Okay.
Someone recently has referred to me as popular. Someone one time did it in high school, and it blew my mind, and it still blows my mind now. It's like,
Dang.
I think it's like people now will tell me like I'm an extrovert, which is insane to me because I probably come off that way, but I never did before.
That's related to a question I have later.
Okay. So I really wanted to be like cool and popular looking, didn't work. So I was trying to be emo to the best of my abilities with like, growing up in I won't say like in poverty, but kind of. It's kind of poorish.
Yeah.
Lower middle class, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have all the things I wanted to be how I wanted to be. But I would get really in my head about looking a certain way. But then I kind of decided, like, a lot of, like, on TikTok, especially once TikTok started getting bigger and people were, like, talking about aesthetics and stuff, and growing up with Tumblr, there's a lot of, like, boxes of aesthetics.
Yeah.
I wanted to be the, like, 1975 Arctic Monkeys Tumblr 2014 kind of vibe. And my friend had told me that I was really giving that, but I don't think I did. And I would just get really crazy about, like, how I wasn't looking how I wanted to. And so I just kind of started buying things that I liked and doing things to myself that I wanted to do. And then I kind of built my own aesthetic.
Yeah.
And so I used to say that I describe myself as like a fairy a glow in the dark fairy who eats Pop Rocks.
I love that. That feels so fitting.
Right. Now I think it's a little different.
Yeah.
It's growing and evolving with me.
As you are growing and evolving.
Exactly. But so yeah, I found it just like finding things that I liked, and it kind of just different pieces of a lot of things. I like to rave, and like I've always liked a bunch of jewelry, and I've started liking jewelry even more, and I like fun shit, you know, and I like colors. I'm adding so much colors. I was not this colorful. This all like, I mean, kind of, but this really popped off in the last year of like when I really started doing makeup and stuff too.
Which is, I love your makeup always.
Thank you.
It's so good
I like doing it. But now I think I'm more of like a kind of Yeti fairy vibe.
A Yeti fairy?
Kind of, because like I am in a really like cold color palette.
Okay.
And I'm a giant person. When I wear my Crocs or when I wear platforms, someone's told me that like I give Abby Abominable the Monster High doll. And I don't feel as like, I don't know. I think of like I'm like a Frankenstein Yeti fairy.
That is awesome.
Isn't that feels like the vibe?
That feels like your vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, when we went shopping that one time, or we went to Cahoots, you got that Frankenstein purse.
Yeah.
So you kind of just naturally followed like what your energy was brought towards. I almost threw a glass off the table. You followed what your energy was brought towards, and that has just molded your.
Yeah, because there's a lot of like aspects of aesthetics that I like.
Yeah.
Like lately I've been kind of into like dead fairy makeup of like pastel colors, but I really like dark eyeliner, and that makes my eyes pop a little bit, so adding darker colors to that kind of helps.
I'm trying to remember when you did like that black like particle effect going down your eyes.
Like when I was dressed like a vampire for the club,
maybe, or
I was in a brown skirt.
Was it the superhero party?
That one was like grapes, and so that was like purple.
You're right. I think it was the vampire one.
Yeah, that would make sense. And I did darker contour, and I had like pale lips. But yeah, things that I do want to add. Oh my god.
I know.
I'm into a lot of the Y2K stuff lately, but not in the same. I'm literally wearing Reeboks and a juicy tracksuit, so I like it a little bit, but a little more whimsy, I guess.
Yeah, in your style of Y2K.
I guess I really can't. I can't think of anything off the top of my head of like what I want to add, but there's always something.
Yeah.
I'd like to add more. I want looser clothes. Like I want to add a little bit more. I'm always trying to add masculinity to my aesthetic. I feel like, but yeah, I don't know. It's gender things. Trying to also appear more genderqueer. I so happen to like makeup, unfortunately.
All right. I think your makeup isn't like strictly feminine to me. I feel like it bounces around quite a lot. So
Thanks. That's the thing, is I just like putting fun shit on my face, and
which I love.
for some reason that reads as feminine to the world, but
I think honestly, if you have any makeup, they just see
that
it as feminine.
literally exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, my head is buzzed, and like I was telling my friend the other day, like I don't think I can even call myself a femme, because the things I'm wearing most of the time, if I don't have makeup on, I don't feel like I read as femme.
Mm-hmm.
But today is not a great example. But anyways, what would you describe your aesthetic? We got your color palette, but what's like
my aesthetic?
Yeah.
Shoot. Yeah, I think floral garden is a great one. Like, I'm trying to think of a monster. I love my aesthetic to be like a hydra, where it's just like multiple heads, where it has each one is very kind of distinct.
Okay.
But it's I don't know, just vibrant, I guess. I don't know.
I realize now that like I guess monsters and creatures are really kind of how I like go about my vibe.
I know.
That's so funny.
It's fun. I was thinking, okay, I think Gorgon, so like Medusa and stuff like that, to trying to think of other monsters. I should have watched I don't know,
Monster High.
yeah, that's what I was trying to think of actually. Yeah. So a little bit of vampire, a little bit of this and that. It's kind of all over the place, but mainly just like if I had to describe, I kind of look like a tourist, honestly. I always have a floral shirt on, or I'm just kind of vibing and stuff.
Yeah. I think since you said like your fascination with birds, and like specifically like that black fur coat and the flamingo pink feather coat, that really, raven flamingo vibes really reads for you. Yeah. Really makes sense.
So actually, the two birds I was like, oh, I kind of identify with. It's a flamingo and then a toucan.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, because it's like the black and then it has like its colors still.
Yeah, because I was trying to think of like, I don't know, maybe like a kind of emo-y flamingo, or like a really in touch, like think of a flamingo longingly looking into a mirror, squinting eyes, and like touching the mirror with their feathered hand.
Yeah.
Kind of vibrant and fun, but also pensive.
Yeah.
I think a toucan is probably a really good example.
I am the two birds. Those are my two birds. I kind of switch between.
Not toucans. Not toucans. Not toucans.
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 Toucan or not toucan? That is the question.
So true. Me when there's two beers in front of me. Anyways.
Your turn for a question.
What's a good one?
Toucans. Yeah, I kind of just relate to those birds, and that's kind of my aesthetic, is those two birds so far.
I know. Okay. These feel kind of random because I got into I think some of the better ones first. But okay. One of my questions is, what is oh my god. Yeah, okay. What is a compliment that you received that you had never gotten before, or something that like really resonated with you? A compliment that like really like struck you. You're like, oh my god.
That's so brutal, because like I know there was something, but like my memory doesn't remember exactly what it was.
I see.
Let me see if I can recall. Give me a second. It's just mainly like, it's like a compliment of like something of like how I perceive things and go about things. Is something that was related to that, because I was just talking about like life and how I was, perceived it and like going about it and stuff, and it was just like, wow, you have such a different way of like so I don't know, like profoundness, I guess, with it.
Okay.
And
Like
so,
your perspective, like someone complimented like your take on life.
yeah, and
Okay.
that one I really enjoyed. There's always gonna be like a random moment where I'm like, oh, now I remember, but I think that in general, yeah, just kind of. I don't know.
Or you have like any other like little things in mind that someone like was like, oh, I like this about you, and you're like, oh my god, I never thought about that, and then it's like, cute, okay.
See, I feel like this is going back to like self-love and stuff. I have a hard time internalizing compliments, and like they don't stick as long compared to like downfalls, I guess, or
yeah, I get
complaints.
I think that's a very human thing.
Yeah, and so I kind of wish I like would write them down more.
You should.
Yeah. Let me see.
You should start doing that.
I think I did write down one though. Let me check really quick. Unless maybe it's too private, but let me check.
I kind of feel similarly where like the thing is I'm like, someone can tell me that I'm pretty or that I'm gorgeous or whatever. But those are like great, awesome, thank you so much. But it's harder to like accept, I guess.
Yeah.
Because it's just something that's used commonly, you know.
Yeah,
anyone, some random person. Exactly, yeah. Can be like, oh my god, you look so pretty. But if someone like tells me specifically something that they like.
Yeah. Okay, one is someone
that you wrote down.
Yeah, I wrote down. Someone said, I feel awake when I'm with you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's wonderful.
That one really hit really hard for me.
That's so gay.
It is. It's very gay. Yeah, that one just kind of that felt good. That one felt really good. Because like I feel like I struggle with being present and like because I dissociate so much and it's hard for me to like stay anchored to things, but like it felt nice to hear that like I gave that to someone.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
It's cute's the first word that comes to my mind, but that's really like
that's
like
right.
Profound, I guess, is a good word for that.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
That's something you can hold with your hands. That's
Yeah.
a compliment you can hold with your hands, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And there's like a bajillion of compliments I've gotten for sure. My memory's not the greatest, so
I get that.
I've like even in our friend group, I feel like so many people have said so many things about me. And I'm like, wow, I never thought about that.
Yeah. You should write them down more.
I'm going to.
And then you can look through them because then it's like somebody else said this to me. You know, that's how someone else sees me.
Oh yeah, like someone. It is so. That's why I love hearing people's perceptions of me because it's so crazy. Because like, I was talking to B and B was saying like, oh yeah, you're just. Was saying how she perceives me as such like a happy person, and I was like, oh wow, I am happy, but I feel like I deal with so much in my mind that I don't view myself as a happy kind of person.
Yeah, I get it. Someone told me. I've been told a whole lot that I'm like approachable and friendly, and someone had said like, oh, you know, Miller's not scary, you know, but scary bone in their body, and I'm like, I'm so like glad that you think that, but also crazy to me that like you're like not scary but angry. People have been like, oh yeah, like I've never seen you angry, and I'm like, and thank God, right? And thank God.
Thank God, because you would face the wrath.
Yeah.
That's a good question, though. Okay. Let's see. Okay. It's my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
You're good.
What is something you wish you saw more of when it came to communication?
Oh.
You are literally the deity.
Yeah,
of it,
literally. So true.
I had to ask you.
In general, just like in my perception of people and like conversations I've had.
Yeah. Whatever your take is on it.
So, one of the reasons why I believe that I'm the deity of conversation or language and conversation and communication is because I think I'm really autistic about it. I think I'm really like, I think it's something
Your
I've like
fixation a little bit?
Yeah, I think it's been like I don't know about special interest, but like because I used to read a lot and I write a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm a good conversationalist, and I think part of that is wanting to fit in so much when I was a kid and learning the best ways to like talk to people and stuff.
Yeah.
There's also probably trauma related to that, but that doesn't matter.
Relatable.
And so I feel like there's structures to conversation and stuff and communication. And I think one of the things that I'd like to see more within communication that people could focus more on is I've learned that there's a few things. One of the first ones I could think of is I don't think enough people want to understand or listen to understand, especially within like conflict.
Yeah.
And that goes into another thing of like people don't take enough time. They don't like sit long enough with their feelings, or like a lot of people react really emotionally to things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what the conversation is about. And so I think there's a lot of reacting or like listening while building your next response in your head, which isn't always a bad thing. But sometimes I think that kind of takes over. And so, you know, specifically in like, I think I'm just a like over communicator in the way of like, I want to understand as thoroughly as possible, right?
Yeah,
so
for
I'm
that
asking
clarity.
I'm asking clarifying questions, and I'm really trying to get it before I move on, I guess, or like present my case, or and that's also like goes in with like time, right?
Yeah.
You can be having a conversation and you're allowed to like think on it and like chew on it, you know, chew on your answer, or chew on the thought, just like sit for a second.
Yeah.
And I think people also don't try to understand as much because of their like pride, or they get frustrated. Exactly. Like they're frustrated with not knowing this answer to something, or not knowing what someone's talking about, and getting, you know, well, let me just answer and like keep going. And I think that's also like literally understanding what somebody's saying, but also like understanding compassion wise. So in communication, I think there needs to be, I'd like to see more literal, like trying to understand another person, and also thinking through, or sitting with the conversation, or sitting with your feelings, or really sitting and hearing another person.
Yeah.
You know, and that doesn't always have to be like within conflict. It can be in just regular conversation as well.
Yeah, honestly, fully accepting what someone is saying to you and like hearing it is a hard thing to do. Even outside of conflict, I feel like you can, if you're having a conversation about anything, it can be like it's hard to listen sometimes.
Yeah, it's also like so exciting to, I think part of why I love conversation and, you know, learning about people is asking those questions to understand and getting further and further, and then finally getting it, and then you're like, oh my god, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I can relate in these ways, or like now we're on the same page. Like that's it's so exciting. It feels really nice, and
it does feel nice, and it's like, oh my, I understand the experience you've gone through, and to some degree, and so like I can share that. Yeah,
or if not, be like, okay, awesome, like now I understand like why you might have felt this way, or I can see, you know, if I was in that situation, I actually probably would also feel like that, you know? Yeah.
All right, I believe you have the last question for your side, and then I have one more.
Oh my god. Okay, so once upon a time, we talked about, one of my questions was going to be like, what are your like top 5 core values? And that's kind of an intense question, and I couldn't answer it myself either.
Top 5,
but
baby.
I do know
hot dogs
that
#1.
You same. No, just kidding.
Yes.
I do know that you value trust, like being able to trust somebody.
Yeah.
What are, how did I word this? What factors help you? What factors in somebody, or in a situation, I guess, but like within people, what are factors that help you decide that you trust somebody, or like something
Oh.
that like makes you feel like you can trust somebody?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Wow, man, we got to chit chat more because I'm
Yeah.
thinking I need to write.
Well, I got a lot of free time on my hands.
I don't, but I'd still love to see you. Also, I feel like I need to bring a journal to like write down what we're saying. I guess we're doing a podcast.
I was just gonna say the good news is that
Good
you'll
news for
have
this
access
time.
to the uncut version.
That's true.
So,
That's true. Okay. So a value of trust for me, and like what factors do I feel trust with people?
yeah, like what things
Signify
make you
a trust.
yeah,
to me.
yeah, make you feel like you could trust somebody.
So one, there's a general trust of character. When I first meet someone, or just in general, are what they are saying, is it matching up with their actions and stuff like that. So like, if in general, not like the white lie, because white lies can happen. You know, that's just human. And again, being like practicing forgiveness, and not everything is black and white, but like, just like big things. You know, like, are they showing care and compassion to other people? Are they taking the effort of like communicating before even being asked? And obviously there is a level to that, like where not an untold expectation, like you should communicate what you would like to be communicated, but there are just some things, like especially when you're new people, it's like seeing effort that they are trying to understand how to care for you just as much as you are trying to care for them. I really value that. The other thing is how they treat the people around them, like family, friends.
Yeah.
Because if someone, this is like from a romantic point of view, if
Okay.
you are like romantically into someone and building that trust with them, like, are they treating you different than the people around you, or like the people with them? Because like, obviously, if they're trying to they want to showcase their best self.
Yeah.
And like, it is good to see their best qualities, but it's like, how you treat yourself and how you're going to treat others, that's going to reflect. And so I really pay close attention to, do they show up in our friendships? Do they show up as a person with like empathy and like that kind of stuff? And like for me, I'm really bad at communicating when something hurts me, because it feels like a personal issue, and I'm trying to get better at that, because apparently you can communicate.
Like when something hurts your feelings, you feel like you need to solve that on your own.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get that.
Yeah, because like
I huge get that.
Yeah, and apparently you can talk about it even I don't know.
Like you can express like, hey, this, like, my feelings are hurt. This thing that you did hurt my feelings. It's not necessarily that you like feel like you need an apology.
Yeah, because I know their character. They wouldn't. It's not that they meant to, but it did hurt me.
Yeah.
And that's hard for me. But anyway, that's why I don't talk about it, because like I know who they are.
Yeah.
So I know that they wouldn't do that, but I'm still feeling that way, and so then I just sit there for like 2 weeks thinking about it. And
so in relation to how that helps you build, or that factors into like whether or not you feel trust within someone, is it that you feel like you want, like, you're working on trusting them enough to like tell them those things, or is it that also like there are some people that you feel like you could, like, that's something that you're learning, I could, once I get over this, I could tell this person?
I think that I could tell this person.
Okay.
Yeah, because like trusting that they are going to hold me in those feelings, because like, especially, I don't know, I have a layer of like, I've been trying to accept uncertainty and letting go of control and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's very scary. And so
trust can also be vulnerable, like,
allowing myself to be that with someone, that builds trust.
Yeah.
And trust is in general just time, like just the time I spent with someone, and like just seeing like the repetitive like behavior of who that person is.
Pattern of behavior.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So that's my general like building trust and stuff. And for me, like, people are human. Sometimes I can get into black and white thinking,
Yeah.
but I try to show compassion to people. Like, yeah, it's okay to make a mistake. You
Yeah.
know? So.
Yeah.
Because I know I make mistakes.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you for asking. That was
course.
a really good one. I wanted to think more on it too.
And you should. This podcast should be 4 hours long.
It really should.
Like, I feel like I need to dive into everything. The limits! I start choking this. The limits of the time!
The limits! The microphone! Yeah.
Subscribe to Patreon to hear the 16-hour unabridged version.
Thank you.
Of Divinity
in the closet. Yep. Subscribe to the Patreon and you'll get the whole thing. All right.
16 hours.
16 hours. I actually have to go to work before then. So
no. This
no.
is your job now.
Oh, okay. All right. My last question. For you, what does it mean to truly let go of something?
I'm learning to truly let go of things. I think, or I'm relearning how, and I think forgiveness is a part. And I'm also learning what like forgiveness really means in those situations. So like letting go of things. I think it's hard for me to not just think about it in like a trauma space and like ex-partner space.
Yeah.
But that's kind of where my mind naturally goes to. But I think letting go of something is feeling through it, you know, acknowledging the feelings or the situation that happened, or, you know, like letting yourself grieve that or like experience it and then grieve the loss of it. And, you know, understand that it's gone, but then being able to appreciate what it was and what it did for you. And you can think of it, whatever it is, with either neutrality or appreciation. You know, obviously, like, traumatic shit is different. Trauma is different. You know, there's a lot of things that are different. But, you know, sometimes it's like both of my best friends that I've been friends with for a long time. My best friend Javi, like, bullied the shit out of me in high school. Well, not the shit out of me. I've definitely been bullied worse. But, like, he was, like, not kind to me. I, like, left that whole friend group and we reconnected right before he moved. But it's kind of like, you know, I understand that we were kids. I understand where he was coming from. It was a place of like insecurity and like just a weird time in life, and he will like still feels bad about it, but I've accepted it. You know, it was shitty, and at that time it did really hurt me to find out those things. You know, like they actively lied to me, like my friends had actively lied to me, and like just were doing shitty shit. But you just kind of like, that's okay, you know, we're at where we're at now, and that's fine. Or like I don't want to dive into trauma.
Don't have to.
Just kind of like my most previous partner, you know, it was really shitty. And there was a lot of good stuff too, but like the end got really shitty and it just sucks. But I've, you know, now I can like miss the beginning and I can miss the good parts and I can, you know, think about the good parts. But I've kind of let go of who that person was because, you know, he wasn't that person anymore. And now he's doing whatever he's doing. Yeah. And that's not, I hope he's living the life that he deserves, right?
Yeah.
And I don't wish ill on him at all, but I hope whatever lessons he needs to learn, he's learning them or has learned them. And I hope that he's progressing into the person he wants to be, whatever that means, you know. There's some stuff that like still sucks, that I'm still hurt about, that I'm still upset about. But I can't, it's really like kind of accepting, it's like stages of grief. Yeah. You know, and just kind of accepting things for as they are. And so
there's
letting go.
You can do.
Yeah. Yeah. I do kind of hold on to a lot of things. I'm a yearner for sure.
Yeah,
and
me too.
I have emo roots, and so like I'm gonna hold on to a lot of stuff, but also some things it's also like a self-care thing.
Yeah.
Of like, you know, why am I holding on to this if it's just causing me hurt? And that's also what like therapy is for, is being like, okay, there's things that I literally can't get through, and I think it's because of like processing. But you know, you process things, you feel it out, you understand the feeling.
Yeah.
And then choose to like not let it take up so much of your brain or your heart.
Release that energy.
Yeah.
Also, like with therapy, like humans are just a community-based like thing. And so like it is easier to let go of something with the help of someone usually.
Yeah.
Like just talking about it.
Yeah, that's my whole thing with going to therapy is I feel like I have things in my way, you know, in progressing in life that I don't know, like I don't have the knowledge to get over them or like to get through them or to understand them or unpack them.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, learning to let go of things. I can't let go of something I don't fully understand or haven't fully processed.
No, that's fair.
You know?
Honestly, a lot of stuff I haven't processed, and I like usually think I'm okay, but I think it's something I just tell myself.
You know, that is the thing I was telling my therapist. This is now a therapy podcast. We're starting the episode over, and we're going to start therapizing each other.
Divinity stuck in the therapist closet.
Therapy stuck in the closet. The processor. I was saying, she said something about like, oh, if you're reliving this memory, like close it and like put it away and just, you know, say it can stay in this therapy office. And I was like, the thing is I can retell memories as stories because I'm, you know, a storyteller and a conversationalist.
Yeah.
But I'm not reliving them. And there was one example of like I was explaining this like traumatic thing with an ex-partner of mine, and I was telling someone and I hadn't told that story in forever, and so then I had to like re-access that memory and like put myself back there.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh my god, that happened to me.
Yeah.
And I think being, you know, really dissociated all the time kind of makes it hard to like be able to process things because it's like, I know that happened and I'm over it, except I'm not.
I'm really not. Because it's still in my body.
Exactly. Objectively, I know this thing happened. Yeah. But I did not feel about it, or I can't remember what it felt like.
Yeah. No, I completely get that. I have that a lot. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I really appreciate you coming into my closet. Nebulos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got it right. Woo! Thank you so much for making time in your busy...
in my really busy schedule, because I am jam-packed.
I know. You're super fucking busy, and I am grateful. I'm on my knees begging, appreciating.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
And I just really appreciate you being on here. For those listening, if you're disappointed that is the end, well, lucky for you. There's more. Join the Goddesses community on Patreon and enjoy exclusive content of questions that weren't asked during the recording. And lastly, a huge thanks to all those at TriRose Productions with their help in making all of this possible. Woo! Be sure to check them out at TriRose Productions on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Look it up. They're amazing people. And they're also my friends. And of course, thank you, my fellow rain enjoyers, for listening.